欢迎看到视频 Coco。
哦， Hello. No, this is morning for me. This is the morning for me. Well, yeah, because you're in Singapore. I mean, I used to stream at this time before. It's just that it doesn't do well in terms of viewers. Now, I'm only streaming is to make sure that Amy actually tries. Otherwise, Amy doesn't try. No, my viewers are all Indonesians, so I can only stream at night. So that Indonesians are actually up. Yeah, they have a pretty weird sleeping schedule, I guess. But the Grace, I'm not buying your shit. I'm too poor. Go try somebody else. I have no idea what time zone. It's probably similar time to you. You see that, guys? Amy haven't died yet. It's 2 minutes in. Amy no deaths. He just plays better on with this pressure. He plays way better on pressure. You gotta give the guy some pressure. Auto buff Pat. That's really good. I think you might be able, because it's Pat training. You could scam the Chinese for it. I'm thinking you could probably sell that for 20 million. Like, I told Amy to scam the Chinese with that shit, and I think Amy sold it for 20. So I think you come into profit. That's like profit for you. Makes up for all your previous loss. Like, you definitely make all that back and more with this. Oh, they're not together? I see. They have to be together. I see. Yeah, then rip. That's not a lot in value, I guess. Could be better, could be worse. Damage is a bit low. Oh, I missed the buff. There we go. Damn, brother, you're poor using auto buff pet? Jeez, that's toxic. Poor people don't deserve to use auto pet. Like, I don't have auto buff. You see me now? I'm like pressing this myself. Like a peasant. Like, I'm actually being a peasant. Doing this myself manually. How the fuck auto buff increase your damage? That's you're just bad. Has nothing to do with your damage. The fuck? Just use it, brother. Epic Adventure doesn't increase your damage by 10%. It increases your damage by like I would say I'll say 1 or 2%. This is only like factoring cooldown and duration. It's the DPS increase of this is 0.5%. Like actually 0.5%. Like the fact that you said 20%, you're crazy, dude. Oh fuck. Nah, you're fucking crazy, dude. You're high. That doesn't even math out. Like where do you even get 10%? Where do you even get 20%? This is 10% damage. You should have like 500% damage in total. You know, 10% of 500 is literally like 1%. But like this only up for half the time, so it's 0.5%. This is literally 0.5%. That's something else, dude. It has nothing to do with your pet. Just take off your pet and try it again. You could use the website called Maple PvP to calculate it. They have improved the website, so you could just use that. Cause I feel like you're just throwing random ass numbers, and you don't even know yourself why that happened. So you're better off using the website. How is your boys? Fucking Amy is 5 lives, and we're at phase 3. What the fuck? Man, this guy usually comes to phase 3 with 2 or 3 lives left. Yeah, I'm like shaking, cause I know he's gonna die out. Man, the brother just different on stream, man. He doesn't want to embarrass himself, so he's like try harding. He's at all focus. His music is off. His videos, his YouTube channel. I mean his YouTube videos is off. Actually, he doesn't watch YouTube. He's always swiping Instagram reels. That's why he's dead all the time. Like he swipes up on his phone or something, and then he just fucking dies. You can't be swiping up when you're doing Lotus. You just die. Like I know that because when I tab out to change the browser page, I just die too. Amy has always been a guy. I don't know why you guys think is a girl, man. Girls don't fucking exist in the internet. You guys are fucking crazy, man. You guys are so thirsty. Yeah, but like a bunch of guys use girl names, right? No, like, are you sure? Damn. Is that why you're in that guild? Cause your guild master is a girl? Yo, if I'm in your server, I join her guild too. Like, so we the same. Me and you is the same. Insanely. So if I ever move to your server, I join that guild too. Yeah, streaming with FaZe is it's not gonna work for me. I'll get in trouble at work. Cause all it takes me is to go say something retarded shit, and I'll get in trouble. Damn, Mr. Insanely climbing up the ranks. Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like, dude, you don't understand. Like, I'm on my best behavior at work, so like all this stress is like built up. But you know what's the best? Like, I could come out on YouTube and be myself. Unleash my inner toxicity on you guys, and that's like the best. Stress reliever, and that's good though. Like, you guys take sacrifice because what's worse than but you know what's the worst? What's the worst case, right? The worst case is you have an Asian guy in America playing Call of Duty. That's like the worst, right? So now you guys just gotta take the compromise. The compromise is like I go on YouTube, I flame you guys. See, it keeps everybody safe. Just think about that. Now, Maple Story is was my second job, right? It was my second job. Right now, Maple Story is downgraded to be a hobby. This shit doesn't even pay for McDonald's now, dude. So this is not just hobby. We we stopped playing. I mean, not stop playing. We play less hours now. Yeah, I was excited for the Maple Classic announcement, but yesterday's announcement was like was kind of like a letdown. They're not ready. They're not ready to release it. And also, it's a letdown that they didn't have a polling system. Because like classic servers doesn't work unless you allow community to do polling system. Like WoW did a classic server, it was hype, and then it died off. That's because they don't allow community votes. And that's why the only classic successful server in history is RuneScape. Because old school RuneScape is polling system only. All new content needs to pass a poll. Like even like new gear progression systems, like it has to pass through a poll. Like fundamental changes to the system goes through a poll. The only thing that doesn't go through a poll is like a bug fix. Like everything else is a poll. And that's like a letdown. Because I feel like if you don't give Maple Classic like a way to allow players to vote, the server is not gonna last long. Well, I think the presters they just find random ass people off the streets in LA though. Man, guys, see that? Amy 3 lives, green dot, and this it's only 16 minutes in and this thing is dead. This is like a 18-minute clear. Last week, man, it was literally Butters blue dot and it took us 22 fucking minutes. There's a big difference, guys. It's actually a huge difference. It is a stream effect. Well, honestly, I'm not excited for Maplestory Classic either because I feel like I maxed out weekly. Because I feel like Classic is too slow for me. That's why I don't really like it. But I'll still play it because I think it's gonna make good money. A good CP range 13K, 3-4 mil, I guess. Anything lower is like stat inflated. Like my Corsair is stat inflated. No, because it's like my hero is pretty stat inflated. Um, and I already have 1.4 mil on hero. No, 1.3 mil on hero at 7K strength. So if you double that and my hero is inflated, that means 13K should be 3 mil, and that's already inflated. So it has to be higher than 3 mil. So 4 or 5 mil. That's how I go about it. That means your weapon is shit. That's just how it is. I think event cube is like a permanent addition. They just gonna keep doing it every time, you know. It's gonna be extended forever. Hello, brother. Doing good. I don't think whale cares about event cubes. It doesn't make them happy. They're just gonna whale. It's gonna make people like you happy. Insanity. But they're whale. They're just gonna swipe. They don't care about the event cube. Like none of the Chinese people I spoke with, they care. They care about it. It's like neutral. It's good to have it. If they don't have it, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just for us poor people. You know, I like it because you know I have a way to progress. Now I'm frustrated at it because I still haven't got an unique, and you know I rolled two wallets, so I have two times more cubes than all of you guys licking on Twitter, and I still don't have unique. That's what frustrates me. That's it. But I don't give a shit about that shitty ass Twitter community. It's full of bots, full of lickers. There is nothing they write that is any of help to any of you guys. Like it's just people licking each other. It doesn't help you guys progress. If anything, it makes you guys buy more neon equipment. Makes you guys play Aaron. Both of which is a really poor decision in terms of efficiency. Now, if you like Aaron, that's fair. But like, if you're tricking people who doesn't really like Aaron into thinking that well, if they play Aaron, they can make Maplestory a full time job, yeah, that's fucking toxic. Because you know how to think about it, like a lot of these guys are playing Maplestory as a full time job. Like it's for them, it's their livelihood. You know, they're trying to feed the family. And you have these liquors, it doesn't bring anything to the table. Like fuck the community. Yeah, yeah, I bought an Aaron for for 6 mil, dude. It was great. Well, yeah, cause Aaron is shit. Of course he quit. I mean, if you like Aaron, like as much as you like Dark Knight, that's fair. You know, that's fair. There's always gonna be people who likes a class for what it stands for, and that's fine. Like those people will always play the longest. But if you advertise a shit class as the best class, you're gonna get a lot of people who doesn't enjoy the class, but they're playing it to be good, to be like efficient, and they're the one who's gonna suffer because they don't like the class. They're just playing it because it's good. That's why I think it's like toxic. And I don't value that Twitter community. Like I don't care that I'm banned from it. I really don't care. It has no value. Like that community is the one that started sprouting level 3 link skill in Maplestory N. I corrected them. That's how I got banned. Because I corrected those retards. I told them it's fucking level 3. I mean level 2 max. Level 3 is GMS. And I say if any of you losers even get to level 120 in the beta, you would have known max level is level 2. And I got banned. Just like that. EXD. And I said stop spreading false information. No, they can't. They didn't. They just banned me. They didn't corrected it. They just left it there, and then they just banned me. There was other sources of like obviously false information. They also like refused to correct it. The level 3 link was like obvious, like for you guys to like understand. But like back then, the enhancement system, they were like sprouting bullshit as well. I'm not gonna go through that one because it's a lot harder. Um, to explain. Especially they changed the system 3 times now. Like between beta to launch to today's, it's changed 3 times already. So like slightly different now. But when they were talking about it, they were wrong. They're just wrong. No, this is not boss carry. I don't do boss carry anymore. It's not worth my time. This is my old, but I just pay Amy to play. What the fuck? Yo, Amy, you have 3 lives. What the fuck? This is not possible. I'm getting out. Fuck this shit. It's worth my time. There's zero chance he can fucking survive phase 2. Alright, I need to buy another. I need to buy another one. I don't fucking know, man. The guy's probably swiping at Instagram again. I'm eating, guys. Sorry. Wait, if his team all died out, does that mean Kaito also died out? Because if Kaito also died out, that doesn't mean that he's also trolling. Dude, you cannot die out as a phantom. That's not possible. Yeah, but you cannot die out as a phantom. Phantom doesn't die. It's very hard for a phantom to die. But it's normal Lotus, right? Because I don't think Kaido's gear is good enough for horror. But his gear is very good. It's way more than enough for Damien though. So I don't know why they're struggling as a 6 man. Because with Cause Kaido has decent gear. You know, he should be able to 3-man, 4-man it. You know what this is called? This is called the GMS hands difference. So basically is next on Korea always thinks that GMS is shit at the game. So they always give GMS more ways to survive, more attack power, and more damage. So that what they have to do is instead of DPSing at the boss constantly, they let GMS meta form. It's called a bursty meta. Um, Basically, is the idea is you wait 3 minutes for your 3 minute cooldowns, and then you go in, you pop that shit off using invincible like God mode, because every class has a God mode. Um, at 5th and 6th jobs. And so every 3 minutes, everybody just runs for 3 minutes. Then you go in off your load like an Aaron player, and that's it. Like everybody plays like an Aaron. That's why like they fucking love Aaron, because like all these people, like they play GMS, they have no fucking hands. So the only play style on how to clear balls is the Aaron style. You know, go in off your load and run the fuck out. I'm streaming because you know Amy doesn't perform unless I stream. And even then I'm still failing. Hey, nothing wrong with the Aaron playstyle. You know, like if that's what you guys can do, you know, that's what it is. But Amy is playing the Aaron playstyle. That's you know that is because he's blue dot with that kind of stats. That's not supposed to be like it's easily green. So that means you're not DPSing. Now Corsair is a DPS class. You have to constantly be on the balls because there's no burst. You have to stick to the balls, and you can do a damage. No, I don't think Aaron is cheap. No, Aaron is very expensive. Phantom is the cheapest boss meal. Like Phantom's 5-man weapon is literally 2 million. Yeah, like yeah, the Phantom is the cheapest right now. Now, no, Shallower is a burst class at 5th job. I mean, it's not burst right now, but it will be a burst class at 5th job. Shallower has the highest burst. I mean, all Thief class has the highest burst in the game. Thief, Light Lord, Nightwalker, they're all the highest in the game. That's why they're so fucking popular in GMS, because GMS people has no fucking hands. That includes me, by the way. So like, I'm not flaming them. I'm flaming myself. Like, that's why these classes are good. But whereas the tier list in Korea will be like slightly different, because you know people actually have fucking hands and they play like Faker, you know. So it's different there. Like now, Lumi is only for mobbing. You're never gonna be a good bossing player as a Lumi. You're just you're just killing monsters on the field. That's your only job. Yeah, I mean, Phantom is stronger than Aaron anyway. Like DPS wise, Phantom does more damage, and Phantom is cheaper. So in terms of boss meal, like Phantom is just better. Now Phantom also does more damage than Mercedes. Now the caveat with Mercedes is if you give Mercedes a 5-second cooldown hat, Mercedes is literally like super like SSR god tier like, class, like not even close. Like nobody stronger. Nobody will even get close to Mercedes. Like if you give Mercedes a 5-second cooldown hat, like that's all you need. Yeah, Aaron is weaker than Phantom. Anybody who tells you otherwise is fucking delusional. They're crazy, dude. Now, in the future, that will change, but as of this patch, Phantom is stronger. Now, in the next patch, I don't think I'm gonna like test it. I might test it. It depends. Uh, depends if there's a lot of views or not. But we don't have a lot of players anyway in Maplestory, so I'm probably not gonna do it. It's too much effort for like 100 views. Because it takes a lot of effort to do all these boss runs and then put them into a calculation and compare it. I don't know about fifth job, but I'm talking about right now, fourth job. I can't talk about something in the future. In the future, they will change. The numbers will change. I don't know that. I don't know what's gonna change to. All I know is right now, Aaron is weak. I mean, like weak comparison to Mercedes and Phantom. I think even Lumi is stronger. I have to check my spreadsheet. Um, Pretty sure Lumi also clears faster than Aaron, which is fucking sad. Yeah, his burst is good, but it's DPS, brother. What is DPS? DPS means damage per second. How much damage can you do in 3 minutes? That's why I'm saying it's a burst class. You burst and then you become a wet noodle. But brother, the numbers don't lie. Like, just go clear bosses and who clears faster? The Lumi or the Aaron? The Lumi clears faster. Now the exception to Lumi is if a boss has jump, like flying up in the air, then Lumi doesn't do damage. But as long as the boss doesn't jump out, like Magnus and like Damien, Lumi does more damage. But likewise, Phantom does more damage. I mean not Phantom. Aaron does more damage on the boss that has multiple targets. Yeah, just check my spreadsheet. Evan, Phantom, Lumi does more damage than Aaron. Yep. And Aaron and Mercedes has the same damage, but Mercedes has party buff. Aaron doesn't have party buff. Mercedes does. So Mercedes is better in party. Man, I think we gotta have to restart again. Fucking Amy's dying out. Aaron is not weakest in the game. Weakest in the game is Night Lord. Brother, don't put shit in my mouth. You need to watch the bossing videos. All the videos are free. Like, you need to watch those videos, brother, and not like make shit up. Well, you could get more HP, or you could pick up the potions for the mobs. If you pick up the potions from the mob, it will cleanse. But I solved it by getting more HP. Just buy one accessory and get like 4k HP on that shit, and you can just tank it. Yeah, Shay has more defense. Yeah, no, Shade is just better. Everybody knows Shade. I mean, not everybody. Anybody who watched my videos knows Shade is way better The tier list video explained it, and then the specific class video, the shape video itself, and the bug video itself. I already explained it. Now anybody who doesn't know, that's their fault. They didn't watch the video. But like, all the information is there, like free. You know, like it's not. I'm not even gatekeeping. Like I made those videos free like a month ago. Yeah, well, I'm out. It's fucking Amy, dude. So Amy, you need to restart your computer. This is not gonna work. I mean, I don't know why you think 6-minute Harvard Leon using 3-4 million setup is cheap. Like, brother, 3 million setup is a 2.5 minute Harvard Leon clear. Like, that's shit. And you only got 6 minutes because you pre-built your combo, and that's how you get 6 minutes. If you don't pre-build your combo in Aaron, you're probably getting like 8-9 minutes clear, which is even worse. Yeah, that's actually like a 4 mil setup because it's 3.5 mil Fafnir and then the bishop buff. That's like what, 4 mil. I mean, at the end of the day, Aaron's just average, right? It's not bad, it's not terrible, but it's not good either. It's just average. It's middle in the pack. If you like Aaron as a class, just go for it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's like the same thing with Hero. Right? Hero is also middle in the pack. Like people still play that. If anything, between Aaron and Hero, Aaron's better than Hero because Aaron at least has a stun. Hero doesn't. But you will argue that Hero is better than Aaron because Hero has access to Kaisarium. But if you don't have access to Kaisarium, Aaron is better. But it's better. But once Hero has Kaisarium, Hero is better. Now Aaron versus Paladin. Paladin needs Kaisarium to be even with Aaron. If Paladin has Kaisarium, then they're even. But Paladin then is better because when you're even and Paladin can survive longer, then Paladin is better. But without Kaisarium, Aaron is better. So what if you have 200 final damage modifier? That's fucking stupid. They have the lowest skill damage modifier in the game. They balance each other. They balance each other out. But brother, Aaron's is already 8 attack speed base without +1 attack speed. I'm pretty sure Aaron's 8 attack speed without the +1. So if you get +1 in there on Aaron, that's wasted. It doesn't do anything. This is Maple C. It's not GMS. GMS attack speed is 10. Maple C's attack speed is 8. Oh yeah, that's also the false information they were spreading. The fucking Twitter community that banned me. They were talking about an 8 attack speed. And I corrected them. I said it's not true. I even had like a video show the attack animation and the time span. I measured the time in milliseconds, down to milliseconds. Now, how do I do that is because I do about 200 attacks in 100 seconds. Then I can tell, like, and then I can average it. Then you know the milliseconds. You could get that down to milliseconds. And they didn't like it. They didn't like that I called them out. They got banned. That's why they say that the Twitter community sucks. Well, yeah, hero is bad without Caesarium. It's actually like worse than Iron. Yeah, that's like I'm consistent with that point. Yeah, so if you don't have Caesarium, and if you're choosing between Hero and Aaron, you pick Aaron. Aaron's way better when you don't have Caesarium. So yeah, insane. Now you know how I feel. Usually is I start this at that time when I start streaming. We do this for 4 hours. Amy passed out because it's like 4 a.m. He goes to sleep. Then he fucking wakes up again 4 hours later, and we continue. And that's why it's an 8-hour session last week on Lotus. That's why. This is the reason, guys. I'm showing you live, step by step process of why my mental starts breaking down. And I just become toxic for a couple days. You could trace back my toxic behavior to Amy. But yeah, I don't do normal pap on any of the boss meals. It's just not worth it. It takes too long. Nah, I don't think average is above average cause there's so many classes out there that's better than average. Let me do a count. Let me do a count. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is above average. I'll have to do a count. Oh fuck! I missed the altar. Alright, I counted 7 classes worse than average. How many classes do we have right now? So, guys, how many classes is it out in the game? Is it like 20? We have 7 classes worse than Aaron for sure. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 8 classes worse than Aaron. 8 classes. And then 4 classes um, tied up with Aaron, including Aaron. So then that brings Aaron to like 4 plus 8, 13. 13 is literally middle in the pack because we have what 23 classes. No, we have 20. We have 20 classes, I think. Somebody needs to math check me. Is I think there's 20 classes right now in the game. So if Aaron ranks at 12 and 13, assuming 20 is no, sorry, I did that wrong. So Aaron ranks at anywhere between 8 to 12, right? So depending on where he stands in the tie area, then he's average to below average to above average. But if you average all of that up, from below average to above average, and average, it's just average. It's just average. We have 18 classes. Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought we had 20. All right, if we have 18 classes, and Aaron is clearly better than 7 classes, and then tied up with the rest 4 in average. So he's still average though, right? Because you're gonna have to be better than 9 classes to be above average. Yeah, so average is average. Now, I just don't know how many classes we have. I never counted. So, the classes that's better, the classes that's worse than Aaron are Light Lord, Bishop, Fire Poison, Ice Light Mage, Bowmaster, Paladin, and Hero. Now against the asterisk is no Kaisarian. Now, if you have Kaisarian, that slightly changes. But in the world of no Kaisarian, that is true. Now, and Aaron is average tied up with Mercedes, Buck, and Dark Knight. Now you could make the case that Aaron is better than Buck because Aaron has a stun and Buck doesn't, and Buck is harder to play than Aaron. Then you can make that distinction. But Mercedes is definitely better than Aaron, and Dark Knight is also better than Aaron because Dark Knight is cheaper and Dark Knight has more survivability. So yeah, it's after all of that, it is average. It's middle in the pack, like literally middle. If anything, you could make a case that Dark Knight is above average, like slightly above average. If anything, then that leaves that Lumi, Phantom, Aaron is definitely above average. No, like I mean DK, it's average to above average. People hate Dark Knight is because a lot of people, including me, right? Including me, I'm also guilty of this. We got ourselves stuck in the Web 2 meta. The Web 2 meta has Dark Knight very bad. That's why a lot of people hate Dark Knight. Like we have our panties mixed up in the Web 2 era. But that's true. That's different now because we're on a different patch. And even me, right? I'm also guilty of that. It took me a while to start to realize, okay, well, this game's completely different. I need to reevaluate the class. And also, and the second thing that didn't help is the Dark Knights that I play with personally. I'm talking about the Chinese people. All of the inflated fucking stat, and I'm not gonna fucking sit down and calculate all the other stats. So at a glance, when we party up, do CRA, do PAP, like Chaos PAP, and you just start to like, man, why the fuck is Dark Knight so fucking weak? Like the brother doesn't do damage, and he doesn't do damage, because it's fucking Chinese people. We measure how much damage you do, and then you start forming bias. Now it's just that a series of unfortunate events, right? For the Web 2 meta means that the smarter ones, they try to follow the meta, existing meta. They don't play Dark Knight. Then you have the uninformed people who's like play Maplestory for the first time, play Maplestory. They play Dark Knight. right? And those are the ones who's gonna build the character wrong, which then cause the character to be very weak, which then enforces the stereotype that Dark Knight is weak, because like, all of this is just unfortunate events, right? So it wasn't until I decided to like make a class tier list and start from scratch, and then I realized I'm wrong, that Dark Knight is not weak. It's pretty good. It's average. When you're average in Maplestory, you're good, because you have to think about like this half the game is worse than you. That's what it means. When you're better than half of the game, you take that as a win. I'm fucking exiting. You know, 1 life per 10%. He's not gonna make it. Yeah, Lumi is pretty like simple. It's pretty like good to play. Um, Now like yeah, 5 points is like fucking toxic. There's so many fucking buttons to press. Um, but even worse is Evan. But that's the thing about Evan is like a noob like me playing Evan all wrong. Like I literally play it wrong. I made it on a video. I play it wrong, and I still managed to use Evan to clear faster than all the other classes. Like most of the classes, not every class, but like most classes. Besides the top tier, you're slower than top tier. But that's crazy though. I'm playing a class wrong, and I'm clearing faster than most classes in the game. That's just how strong Evan is. No, no, no. Aaron is stronger than Marksman. Sorry, dude. Like Marksman is not that strong. I always advertise Marksman is very strong, but in actuality, it's not that strong. It's like it's actually like below average with Hero. Like Marksman and Hero is in the same tier. Yeah, sorry. Like unfortunately, all the Archer classes like super weak. With Mercedes being the exception. Yeah, so like if you pick Marksman, then Aaron, you would have been fucked because Marksman is way weaker than Aaron. But if you pick like Shadower though, that's like a whole world, a whole new experience, dude. Shadower is just different. That shit's strong. Now I don't like Shadower because it hurts my hands because I have to spam my keyboard ahead of time because I lag. You know, I'm not in Japan. Otherwise, the combo doesn't come off. So I don't like Shadower, like, personally. That's because of my location. Shadower requires, like, 60 ms ping or less, and is amazing. Like 60 ping or less, it's like fucking amazing. But I cannot tell you about fifth job. It's not out. They're gonna change the patch. I'm not gonna be like here telling you random ass numbers just for clicks and views. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth for me. You know, I don't need to farm views like that. So I'm just gonna tell you, I don't know. You gotta have to wait for it to come out, figure out which version it is. I did a couple clickbaits, and I just gave up after I became monetized. It did work, but then after I became monetized, I realized it's like how little fucking money you make from YouTube that I just can't bother making more videos. It's literally like, you know, I make $1 for every 1,000 views on average. But the thing is, I don't make that dollar completely. YouTube takes Visa, MasterCard takes a cut because it's payment processing fee. Like they take like 30%. Then YouTube takes another 20, 30 fucking percent. You know what? What happens is like now it's like I get 40 fucking cents for 1,000 views. And then guess what? My government wants 50% of that shit. So what? I make fucking 20 cents every 1,000 views. Like fuck that, dude. It's not conscious. It's just not money, dude. Dude, like, if I get 100,000 views now, I mean, I'll click the bait. I'll click the bait out of you guys. You know, I'll clickbait the fuck out of you guys easily. It's not like the conscience. I don't have any. It's just fuck. I'm not gonna clickbait you guys for 20 fucking cents every 1,000 views. Like fuck that. You know, like I got better things to do. Now, but like clickbait did got me enough like subscribers and views and hours to get monetized approved. But before I got approved, I don't know how much money I can make off this, right? You know, you have the YouTube dream. The dream ended pretty fast though. Like, yeah, they showed me all these good money I can make, and then by the time shit hits my fucking bank account after like 2 months of farming, $100 comes to like fucking $20. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I thought I was supposed to get $100. Nah, it's just $20, man. I was like, I fuck it, that. I'm not gonna bother. It's just not worth it. Dude, if you sold your account, you can play another game, play Web 2. That's like good alternatives. Fifth job. If you have no equipment, you should play Paladin or Bishop and just leech raffles, like leech high level raffles. Cause like Bishop and Paladin will be required for supports, like very very important. So Bishop and Paladin become the next Golden God. Golden God V2. No, Twitch is worse, dude. YouTube is better than Twitch, honestly. Like for the newcomer. If you're like old, established, then Twitch is best, right? Um, but for a newcomer, YouTube is way better. Now the reason why Twitch is bad for newcomers is because Twitch and Kick is all bots, so they don't have actual members on the website, and the people on their website are like existing members that already has their favorite streamers or favorite niche. So if you go in to carve a space, there isn't any organic growth on the website to allow you a chance to get your audience in. In YouTube, it's like you're constantly having new people joining YouTube, being on YouTube. So you just need like a couple of people to come in, check your channel out, or watch your streams, and you will have new people. In Twitch and Kick, I've been multi-streaming on Twitch and Kick. Right, Kick, I got like 4 view users that interacted with me, like 4. And then Twitch, and then Kick, I have like 7 or 8 view. Like, but this is the number of 2 months. Like, this is like 2 months of fucking streaming, multi-streaming in Twitch and Kick. And like of that two months, I got like 4 or 3 from Twitch, and then like 7 or 8 from Kick. And there's like that's really bad, dude. Well, I don't know about. Well, they didn't know I'm gonna stream in TikTok. I don't get in trouble with the government, with the Chinese government. I do say a lot of shit. So I'm gonna stay in YouTube for now. Cause then if you say a lot of shit and you're in like fucking TikTok, they will track you down. And I do want to go back to China. China is a good place to retire and live in. So I don't want to like close the door on that by saying something stupid that pissed off the government. Now, if I say something stupid on YouTube, YouTube's not gonna bother and give my information to the Chinese. They're not gonna care. Worst thing they're gonna do is just ban me. But if it's streaming TikTok, that's different. That shit is different. And like streaming in TikTok is different. It's also like there's certain days, certain time, and you couldn't say certain things. Like I'm not fucking like guys. Like, I'm always online on the internet, but like that doesn't mean that I'm up to date with the Chinese censorship laws. Like fuck that. I'm not gonna put myself through that. Not for 20 cents, dude. Like no, not for 20 cents a thousand views. If you up the number, I'll put in the homework and I'll do it. I'll stay on top of it. I'll treat it like a second job. But but not for fucking 20 cents. No. I'd rather go farm pigs. Not like I mean like making videos is a lot of work, and the return on that is very poor. It's less than pigs. I measure things by pigs. If the return on investment is less than pigs, I just don't do it. We call it the pig benchmark. I mean, like also like back then when I want to do clickbait, it's the Maplestory N community is still very strong. There's a lot of people playing Maplestory. There's a lot of new players playing Maplestory. Now there's like all the new players quit. It's just me and you guys and then pro gamers. Like, who the fuck am I to clickbait? There's nobody left to clickbait. Like everybody fucking quit. Not in this environment. In this environment, it's like the bear market for Maplestory N. You just stay still and do nothing. Don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything weird. Just survive. Just gotta survive the winter. Now that the pro gamers are still here, brother, it's the people who's gone are the Indonesians. The Indonesians like well, I mean, Insanity is not Indonesian, but Indonesians like Insanity watch TikTok videos from the Chinese who then buys their boss, which is no good, it's faulty. And then they all get banned, and then they take a loss. And then they become a KPI figure to demonstrate for Maplestory and management that, hey, we're doing a good job. I look at these fucking idiots, they lost money botting. And, pat ourselves, give a pat on ourselves on the back. We are now net positive in stealing money from the cheaters. And those are the Indonesians and the South Americans, right? Just saying the fact, you know. Oh fuck. No, I did die, bro. I did. Oh, I have Gamo. I use Gamo at 7. I know I'm gonna become 7, so I use Gamo. Hey, you know, like farming daily balls for money, that's a good idea. I respect that. No, no, no. If you have God mode, 7 stack does not kill you, brother. You need to fact check yourself. Well, yeah, that's why during God mode, you need to reset it. If you reset during God mode, then you're fine. Now, not hero, sorry. Paladin, Dark Knight, Angelic Buster, these classes can do it. It's the Angelic Buster, Paladin, Dark Knight special. You go 7 and then you reset. You use the altar to reset. The altar resets it. Like use this, you know, use this. Press Y on this, and then it becomes 0. See that? Like just like that. The power of the altar resets. I mean, Indonesian doesn't code, but like a lot of Indonesians um, get greedy over the promise of becoming rich, and they don't understand something is like too good to be true. So they spend their money, their hard-earned money, on this fake promise, and then they get scammed. And that's like the problem. And I know that because I hire Indonesians to grind my character. You know, at first they play by my hand, so I went over almost 2 months, no ban, doing great. And then 2 months later they start using bots, and you know they use bots because the Niso earnings become more consistent. Like human Niso earning is not consistent because you're playing by hand, it's not consistent. But like once it becomes consistent, it kind of like I have my suspicions that they might be botting. And then what confirmed it is I got banned. So I know they're fucking botting. And that's the thing, right? A lot of Indonesians they start off by hand, but then they move into botting because a lot of Chinese studios they run advertisements on TikTok videos, and these Indonesians swipe and they find these TikTok videos and they were like, oh shit, if I buy this bot, I could fire all my workers and then I could replace them with AI. You know, like the same shit. You know, what the fuck, this shit bugged. And then what happens is, you know, they get the customers account banned, and then the customers don't come back because, you know, you got me banned. Why the fuck am I gonna come back? And then they lost their business. Now they make nothing, and they're down money because they pay for the bot subscription, and you know now their entire business is in ruins because you got greedy, right? That's the whole like the thing. Yeah, the 7 stack kills you after iframes, but like if you during iframe, if you talk to the altar, you can reset it, right? It doesn't mean that's the whole point. You get 7 stacks, you reset using the altar. I mean, I didn't tell you like not to do anything to save yourself. You know, just get hit and then just try to save yourself, self save. So you can move around and they can duck, you know, just like that. Oh well, I mean, I did trust in Indonesia. I paid for it, so yeah. But I mean, but sometimes you just kind of have to trust them because it's, you know, it's an investment. Ain't no other choice otherwise. No, that's a lie. You don't need 100 Star Force. Dude, there's no real players. Sorry, no. There's no whales on Discord anymore. Like, anybody above 20k stat is not on Discord. The reason why nobody above 20k is on Discord is because if you're above 20k, you're gonna get harassed by the digital beggars. Like, they're not begging for money. They're like attack you for spending money. Like, they think you're a retard for wasting money on a game like Maplestory. And like, it's the same digital beggar that wants more like money per hour. Um, so it drives out all the whales on Discord. Like, that's why like nobody strong is on Discord. You cannot find somebody strong on Discord. The Chinese guy, the English guy, there's nobody there. Yeah, the people spreading lies is always like the fucking Brazilians, the South Americans. They do that all the time. They did it. They did it with the last Aaron push. Have you guys noticed? Is the Unchained pieces spiked 3 weeks ago because they were buying supplies. So now they need to dump it, right? Because they got what I needed. They have enough. They have a good amount. Now they need to dump it. So, well, how do you dump it? You create these like propaganda machines and get people to like buy it, just like the Aaron. Dude, like during the Aaron craze, I actually lost a couple members. Not a lot, but it's a good amount. Like maybe 5-10%. Because like they got upset because I told them that Aaron was no good. And they already bought Aaron. Like all the Aaron gear, all the characters, all the equipment. And they got so upset I told them that Aaron is shit. Uh, in comparison to other better options. And they got upset. They're gone. Just like that. Yeah, good enough, because like the Brazilians bought. Oh fuck. The Brazilians bought a bunch of Aaron Zakum spears. They want to sell it for 1 million. And it worked though. Like I mean, like props to the Brazilians. Like they hustled for it. Like it was great. I mean, it was a great plan. It worked. Like listen, if it works, it's great. I respect the hustle though. The Brazilian even make videos like of Aaron soloing Chaos Zakum, and then I memed them by making a 3K Paladin solo Zakum, and then all the Brazilians came in and started like going on a discussion on Discord saying that how my video is like fake or whatever. And I don't even fucking respond back to them. I just let them talk. Like I'm not gonna waste my time on them. Like it's not worth my money. But that's the situation though. Like I'm pretty sure you guys do remember. Like I made a 3K Paladin solo Zakum video. Like that's like a whole joke. That's the joke to counter their video. No, no, they're saying it's like fake because I purposely mislead people. Cause they say I use a 1 billion Kaiserian weapon to solo it, so it doesn't count. And they're saying they're trying really hard. That is because their average setup video was like I don't know, like 30 million or something like that. And it counts because they do it with a 20-30 million budget. And my video doesn't count because my single weapon is 1 billion. And they were like making like a whole essay to justify it. And I just find it funny. I didn't even talk back to them, but I just thought it was funny. And they got like 10 people discussing it, and a lot of people believe them, so they went on and sell more Aaron. What do you mean by shallower water class? I don't even know what you mean by that. What's the definition of a water class? You're gonna have to define that first. Like, what does it take to be a water class? Like, what are we looking at? I mean, endgame DPS. If you swipe hard enough, you could make light lord endgame DPS. Like, if you're trying to if you're saying the cheapest class to reach endgame, that'll probably be either shallower or Corsair. Like, those are the cheapest class to reach endgame with. Every other class needs to swipe harder, like exponentially harder, to reach the same result. Brother, you could solo Lotus and Damien at 300 billion, at 100 billion per minute. Oh wait, missed the portal. So if you want to duo that, just half 50 a minute. Now 300 is 30-minute clear, perfect fingers. Now if you're bad at the game, then you need leeway. So how much leeway? 350 billion in 3 minutes, or about 115, 115, right, per minute. That's enough leeway that even if you're fucking bad at the game, you could still solo it. Now, if you can't solo 115 billion, then you need help, brother. Like, you need to fucking practice and sit down and like get good. But 100 is like, alright, you gotta have to play like a Korean, and you'll be Gucci. 115 is like that's when you need help. If you're doing 60 a billion, you could definitely duo it. Now, if you can't duo it, the problem is either you or your duo partner. Now, if both you and your duo is doing 60 billion a minute, then it's one of you guys definitely like playing like an Aaron off the low and run. Now, unfortunately, Aaron getting the hit, but like no other class is burst class right now. Yeah, you just need 50 billion a minute. If you're not doing the damage on Damien, there's a hands issue. Because solo Damien is way harder because it's solo managing the ball. Whereas duo is a lot easier because you have more time to DPS that thing because you could just split the ball up. And that's how you do Chaos Zigum. You just clear one side of the arm, leave the other side alone, and then you just clear it. It's way faster. Just like that. It's the you're not gonna win this. Relax, butter. It's like, half a percent here, 44%, 30%. We're not gonna win this. Don't worry, man. Relax. So I always enter these raffles, but it doesn't mean that I win. Let's talk about it after I win. Ice is actually best for solo bossing because there's less people clearing weekly boss in Ice. But in terms of party, I think Era is pretty good because there's more view players, so you could find more. You could find groups easier on Era than the other two servers. I'm not sure like how many people are left in Fang, so I don't know like when the server opened like early game, like early on, Fang had as much real players as Eri. I know that because I had to track how many people is clearing Hard Magnus so I could get the first Kaisarium. So I was doing like analysis on like, which server has more people and how many people is clearing Hard Magnus. When can I buy Kaisarium fragments? So I did all of that. But again, like that's like what 3 months ago, so things can change. Yeah, but like every server CRA energy is out. Yeah, it's 20% in fucking Eri. It's literally 20% in Eri, dude. Let me show you. It's actually fucking 20%. One bong chaos. Oh, it's like 40% right now. 569. Yeah, CRI used to be 200%. This is the base. 569. 569 is the base. Because every weekly covers 569. Um, right now if you enter it now, it will show 100%, but that's not true. By the time you weekly raffle ends, it will be like 20% or something. So we do if you sort this, right, and find one where I win. Yeah, so it's 86%. This is last week's result. Yeah, that's after like entering at a 40%. It's 40% to enter, and that is 86%. But like back then, it's 100% to enter, and then 200% to win. So what does 200% means? It means you get two. You get two. I remember the first week when I cleared CRA, I got three, and then we split that up in the entire party, and then everybody gets a payday. All right, we gonna collect this, and then we cube on stream, brothers. Get the spark. It's time to cube. Papu chaos win rate. You mean the diesel? I mean, I'll check it for you. And I don't know why NXPC price went up. Um, my only guess is that Bitcoin is up because NXPC moved with I mean not just NXPC, a lot of shitcoins moves with Bitcoin. Like when Bitcoin pumps a little bit, like shitcoin pumps less, but they still pump, right? So it's up. Um, that's that. And then the second reason is because we have players like Ganon. Mr. Ganon has been buying and swiping a fuck ton of NXPC because in Ganon's words, it's NXPC is cheap. So what happens with that? It's um when situations like that happens, you have something called the sorry 1 second. Let me you have this thing called the power crystal spent pumping. This number used to be 6 billion on average. Like I keep track of this. This is 6 billion. For the past couple of days, this is very consistently 8-9 billion a day. It's because players like Ganon is like you see this here, like this whole chunk starting from the 18. That's what I NXPC cards are. So like power crystal spending is increasing. Like this is like the 20 cent, 25 cent power crystal area. Um, let me double check. That's the 18th, right? So if we check to the 18th, um, 18 right here, right? See that? 18. It's the 20 cent, the 30 cent area, and the crash over here is like the 11th. So if we move back to like the 11th, right? See 11th, the spike, 11 and 12, that's like 20 cent, and then this is the 30 cent recovery, right? It dumped a little bit again, and then people bought the dip and they spent it on enhancements, and then right here it's like a small enhancement. But I did this whole bar is still higher than average. Like the average is right here. Like this is the actual average. It's like 6 billion, like right here. Like it's increasing because people like Kanan is swiping hard, and I don't mean like that's a bad thing. It caused the demand to go up. Like if you look up Kanan's character, like the brother has like a fuck ton of old characters that's like geared. Like his Power Rangers. Like look at his Power Rangers, right? He's got 400k here. 180, right? It's slacking off, right? But this is 400k right here, right? And then you have 2 million, and then another Power Ranger 400k. See that 400k, and then it's 600k. See, like Ganon is like swiping, and he's not like swiping cheap gears. He's swiping expensive gears. See that fucking Absolab, like full Absolab. Like this is fucking very expensive, guys. Like this is literally 2 or 3 million a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 18 million right there, plus the weapon, another 6 million. Right, that's 25 million a character. Like he's not buying cheap things. He's buying like very expensive items, and that's why it pumps, bro. Like another one, 500k. Right, this is the oh yeah, this is also very expensive, right? Double um CRA. I mean, it's clean, but it's still expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like this here is like what 3 million, 6 million, and then this is another 3 million, 10 million right here, and then this is 12 million, guys. Like, and add these little pieces here. He's swiping hard. Like people like Anon is like swiping hard. Like that's why it pumped, bro. It makes sense. Now, people like them is gonna run out of money. When they run out of money, it's gonna crash back down. So you just gotta be patient. And if you want to cash out, you do cash out, sell. I don't know how much Delu is swiping. Haven't spoke with him. But I just there's a lot of players um who likes the game, right? I think Ganon likes the game, right? So Ganon is swiping when NXPC dumps because it's like cheap. And if you get enough Ganons to swipe, it will naturally cause NXPC to pump because like the amount of money they spend is not like little. It's a lot. It's a lot. 60 or 80 million is not a lot. Like Amy swiped 200 million just last week. Yeah. Um. Nah, I think Ganon swiped more. Yeah, Amy swiped 200 million. Yeah, Amy just has a lot of money. Alright, go back to our favorite map. But yeah, but that's the thing, right? It's also, brother, no trading, cause I don't really trade. I only trade NXPC, and my strategy with NXPC is to short it. There's nothing interesting about that. I can show you my current short, which is negative, losing money. You could come lose money with me. We got a hyper liquid, and this is my current position. We go NXPC. We shorts. This is our average buy-in. It's higher than the average buy-in, so it's negative. Its funding is negative is because everybody and their mother is shorting NXPC. So that means if you short NXPC, you had to pay anywhere from 50% to 200% APR interest rate. And this is their explanation. Right now it is about $700,000 of people in trade, long or short. But because most of that is shorts, so that means it's more expensive to short because nobody is buying long. And if nobody's buying long, the market sentiment is that this thing will drop more. Uh, but unfortunately, nobody expected that Ganon pumped the market because Ganon is like OP. So we are left waiting for it to come back down, and that's the explanation. All right, let me take it off. Never lucky. Change map. Man, I don't even care, man. I'm just gonna short it. I don't care. Um, Last thing I tried to long, man, fuck, that hurts. I still remember the pain. Blew up that account, man. Now it's like only short, only short. Fuck it. Man, I can't believe I'm still stuck in unique. It's pain, dude. Let's go ping ping. Oh no, not like this. Flashback. Oh no, no, no! I'm out of cubes. No, it's negative funding. It's everywhere. Like there's a if you short, you have to pay interest. I have this position for every long. Like right now, it's 50% APR to short. I'm pretty sure it's like similar in Binance. I haven't checked Binance, but somebody else can check. Oh, let's go. Let's fucking go. Holy shit, man. Fuck this game. Finally, dude. Finally. Jesus, you had no idea. Ever since the Cube event came, I've been going at this. Holy fucking shit. This is now my new favorite map, boys. Six Path Crossway. I'm way like fucking. I'm way below average for this. Cause I run two accounts too, right? Holy shit. All right, but it's a small win. We take this. We take this and run. Did I flame? Yeah, I think I flamed already. I don't have red. I already spent the rest. We're gonna have to roll it again tomorrow, next week, after the daily, weekly boss. Oh yeah, I already flamed. All right, and none of these pieces are good enough for black. All right, I think we leave it then. All right, I'm gonna finish my daily boss, and then I will log my Quasir and do cube there. So I think I have one more character left, and then I'm out. I need to touch grass. Yeah, I already did daily boss here, so it's just my weak ass paladin daily boss. All right, today's been a good day. Um, we have two wins. The first win was it only took us how long has the stream been going? 2 hours to get Damien and Lotus and Pap. This is a major improvement from last week's 6 hour. W to Amy making an effort. Huge improvement, boys, from 8 hours, 6 hours. Oh shit! I'm sorry, brother. I forgot. Let me kill this. Let me kill this horntail and then and I'll check. Brother, you don't understand. Like I'm getting old, and when you're old, you become like Joe Biden. You have dementia. Like you just don't remember what's going on, right? And I'm in that age. Also, we're gonna after the Corsair cube, we're gonna cube neophyte items because I need to make a neophyte luck set to level out a fandom. Because unfortunately for the Bazillions, I'm a little bit disappointed. Bazillions didn't pump and dump fandom, so there's no fucking fandom in the market. Like I'm really sad about it. I was gonna buy one, but the cheapest fandom is fucking um dude, like 15, 20 mil. Like fuck that. I'm not paying 20 mil for a character, right? So Chaos Path from a month ago, the win rate is um 8% on the 8 million, on the 8 million goal is 8%. Chaos Path now it's 7.7%, so it's decreased. That's because there is 100 more players clearing Chaos Path, which makes sense because people like Anon is like swiping, so they become stronger, and then they could group up, and then you have more people clearing this, and when more people clear, the win rate goes down, and then it's 6% on the smaller Nisos, right? 6%. It's all Ganon's fault. No, like naked paladins and bishop from Latino doesn't do anything. But it's one boss per it's one party per job. Like the Latino does not contribute nothing to the clear of this. You still gonna need 4 people who's like a non-strong to clear it, like to do enough damage to kill it. Now, the naked Latinos helps Ganon survive. Yeah, but like, they don't do anything to help contribute clearing this. Like even when you guys clear it, the game only counts it as one participant. It counts as one from 6 of you guys, right? So it's not like one Ganon is equals one Chaos Pap. It's literally like 5 4 Ganons equals one Chaos Pap entry. And over the course of 1 month period, um, we have 100 more clears. Now 100 more clears, 5 of that is because EOD swipe hard and he's soloing, and then maybe 2 and 3 of that is because Ganon swiped, and then another one from KB. That's really like what 10% already. Now where's the other 90% come from? I don't fucking know. Maybe pro gamers. Maybe pro gamers using Bowmaster God mode. Let me see. There's a funny clip on X. Let me see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll show you guys. If not, then just forget it. Just forget I ever mentioned. I don't think I can find it. It's from a long time ago. Hold up, boys. Uh, while I look, I could still do some balls, and then scroll. Man, it's so hard to like find Maplestory feeds because all these fucking bots talking nonsense about mine shares and fucking level 225 race. Like, why? This fucking idiot doesn't even play Maplestory. Like, there's no such thing as 225 race. You either get 200 or you get 215 or you get 210. That's it. These are the only 3 milestones. 210, 215, and 200. 210 and 215 is for Lotus. That's it. Um, yeah. All right, 1 second, boys. I'm still looking for the post. Yeah, the pro gamers is on Lotus and Damien. Um, basically, is what they do is they make, again. I don't have proof. Again, disclaimer, legal disclaimer. I don't have proof. It's just rumors. It's unconfirmed. No footage. What they do is do four to six parties of Bowmaster running Fafnir clean weapon, and because they're running Fafnir clean weapon, it tricks the GM into thinking that they're like good legit players because it's Fafnir CRA weapon, and they try to get 4 or 5K stat, and then because if you get 6 people 4K stat, that's 24K stat in total, and the support staff thinks that's like legit because you could solo Lotus at like 18, 9K, 19K stat if you're very good. Like if you play like a Korean, you could start soloing at 18K. So then you're like, okay, well, 6 people, 4K each, 24K stat. Yep, that's doable. You could do Lotus. Okay, fine, pass. And then the pro gamers just get away with like Lotus clears. Yeah, yeah, you cannot run hard Lotus and Damien because the entire server only has like 2 or 3 teams capable of doing hard Lotus. So if the fourth team comes, you bet the whales is gonna be very curious and they want to meet. Like whales likes to meet other whales. You bet they will start poking around and asking questions, and they will find out. So like, pro gamers aren't that stupid, so they're not gonna fucking touch. The pro gamers not gonna touch like hard Lotus, like, because the whale's gonna go find out. The don't the reason why last time normal Lotus got found out at June that pro gamers was pro gaming normal Lotus, that's because the entire server only had um 2 parties that's capable of doing normal Lotus back at May, and a third party all of a sudden started doing it. So whales got very curious and they want to know who the fuck is doing it, and they found out it was a fucking bot. And then and what do you know? Eve Apple then took that information and make it into a tweet post so that he could farm Twitter. But like, it was the whales that found out. Um, they were talking about it. It's just that a lot of like people took that information um, to farm Twitter, but it's usually all from whales, dude. I found the clip, boys. Holy shit! Finally, I'm gonna save this in the screenshot page so that we could refer back to it. Uh, Alright, guys, I'm gonna show you guys the best part of our Maplestory. Alright, so I'm not sure if you guys remember this. This is the event that we had at between May and June. It's called the streamer event. Obviously, I did not qualify for this because back then my channel was too small to qualify. Um, but it doesn't matter about these people. What the interesting thing is number three is this Chinese guy. He has 10,000 points. What he got was $10,300 USD. He got about 10,000 USD for coming third. But how does he get third place? Streaming? That's because you have to do bingo with a fresh account, and you have to like get a lot of levels, drops, and content clears on like part PQ, which is like very time consuming. So he's Chinese, so what does he fucking do? The requirement is you have to like stream it, right? So what did he fucking do? He forgot to turn off his bot, and so this brother starts scratching his head, and his cat is spotting. Look at it. Oh look at it. Look at this. He's fucking scratching. What is this? His fucking cat. This is his character, right? Romario Mary. And his brother's shooting away. Look at it. And then he realizes, oh fuck, I'm botting. Oh fuck, I'm botting. I gotta. And then his face changes. His face. You can't see it because he's Asian, so his eyes are small, like mine. Like my eyes are small, so you can't see it. But he realizes, oh fuck, this is like his. Oh fuck, I fucked up. Right. I mean, people reported this fucker, and I guess what? These fucking this guy like fucking Maplestory did nothing about it. People have been reporting it since this event is ongoing. They did nothing. They still giving third place, giving $10,000, right? But that's the whole point, right? It's now you're questioning who the fuck did this guy know? Who is his connection? Well, my Chinese friends told me he is a member of the Chinese whale community, pretty well known in there. So, well, there we go, right? So it's all about connections, right? That's why I mean, pro gaming is not about um who you. It's not about like if you're good or not. It's about connections. That's the first most important thing, and then the second most point is private scripts. If you have private scripts, then the chance of you getting caught is very low. But you know, this brother obviously doesn't give a fuck about getting caught. He's streaming like botting like right there, like. But he's still gonna get $10,000 for winning because I mean, fuck yeah, you just bought that shit. It's not like hard. Turn on your camera and just buy and like go watch YouTube or some shit like that. Um, I could do that. I could do that, boys. $10,000. And yeah, they were very selective on streamers streaming this. And you know what's sad? Um, yeah, the guy was welding. Like he was playing on our server. Like he is a very strong member of 1000X crypto right here. This is the top guild in MapleStory when they launch. When MapleStory launched, this is the top guild. Like everybody in here, it's all the Giga chats, Giga Laviators in the server is here. But obviously a lot of them quit, so like they like they're dying out. But like I'm talking about like people like Chisei, they're all in here. Like people like Chisei, they're all in here. Right? Obviously, like not every single one of them is like sus like this guy. Like the sus people is very small minority, right? Like just like how in Arcane we have a very big guild, like 200 members. There's gonna be a few people botting in there or hacking in there, right? This has nothing to do with 100,000 X gem guild itself. It's just a few bad apples in there. Now, but it's just so that if you're a bad apple in there, it's a lot easier because everybody in that guild has very good connections and they can save you. If you're well liked, right? If you're well liked enough, somebody can help you out, and that's the whole point, right? That's why he was untouchable, and Butter just got $10,000. Now, obviously, he was poor because nobody in 1000X even wanted to stream because they're like, man, fucking 10K is like what, nothing. Like they didn't need it, but the Butter needed it, so he streamed. Well, I also needed it, but unfortunately for me, I don't qualify. I can't join. They didn't qualify. And you know what else is sad? Let me show you another post. Let me show you another fucking post. Another fucking post. This was sad. I talk shit about Jesus guy all the time, but like he does not deserve to be disqualified. Honestly, like he is a way more a bigger content creator than all of these guys. Um, like he's a bigger content creator, or have bigger audience than all of these guys in top 10, right? Like Jesus, but they disqualify him because I don't know what the fuck he did, right? But they shouldn't have done that to him, right? Because he's big, like his YouTube content's big, right? His Twitter has a lot of followers, and it's bigger than he's bigger than all of these top 10 guys combined, and they disqualify him. Like, but obviously they realize they fucked up. They fucked up that they disqualify Jesus, so they gave him sponsorship under the table. The Jesus got no, Jesus quit because they gave him money under the table. That's why Jesus swiped $30,000, and then Jesus make a video saying that he made $20,000 on Maplestory, but he didn't because he's down $30,000. But he's not lying because he made $20,000 because they gave him $50,000. Yes, Jesus swipe. Me and a couple of viewers was like going through all the transactions of for Jesus, and we realized Jesus is down $30,000 USD because he's put in NXPZ and shit. So he's actually down $30,000. But Jesus made a video saying he's profited MapleStory over $10,000, like $20,000. So while doing quick math, that means that MapleStory N gave him $50,000 under the table. So that's why he profited $20,000. Because the MapleStory probably realized they fucked up by disqualifying him because he's the biggest. He's bigger than the entire event combined together. Jesus has more reach than the entire streamer event of all the streamers combined, right? So then you realize you fucked up. You had to fix it, right? So how do you fix it, right? You give him sponsorship under the table. And Jesus was happy. Jesus was like, start talking good about MapleStory, start advertising it. He made a lot of videos on MapleStory. He also streamed. All right, he was doing well. That's why I know about like of all the content creators, I know about Jesus more than the others. That's because like he has a big reach, and because he has a big reach, um, when I swipe YouTube, like it gets recommended to me because YouTube knows I play MapleStory. That's how it goes. No, I know he got money from MapleStory because he said he made money off MapleStory. He obviously didn't make money off the game because we could confirm that from the blockchain. So then the only logical place he make money from is from MapleStory and the team. Yeah, and then he quit. He quit obviously because he's not making money off the game, and the sponsorship money ran out, so he quit. I'm gonna grind 15 minutes, get my dailies in, and then we go on Quasir, and then we're out. I don't usually see Yoke on my recommendation feed. Um, but I do see like I'm not subscribed to Jesus. Like, I got his like recommendations in. No, you're not supposed to know me because like my channel is way too small to get recommended. Right? It's very very small. I already made an updated one, but I'm gatekeeping that. That's the only piece of content I'm gonna gatekeep. But if you dig through the old streams, you will find the answer. So it's not really a real gatekeep. It's still somewhere in the streams. I don't even remember when was that. It's been a while. Cause I'm always talking shit. The question is, when am I not talking shit? Yeah, I was talking about how to abuse the Q event, and then the dev was watching, and they changed the entire event. People remember that, right? Don't you guys remember? Like, we made the event change. They had to update the patch note. Because I was talking about how to abuse it. We were getting accounts ready. But yeah, it was too late. Yeah, we gotta how to gatekeep some certain items, certain stuff. No, no, it was the Fiesta coins. We were talking about how to abuse it. And then they changed, they had an emergency patch right before the release. So it was never released, but like they changed it the day before it was supposed to go live. Because I was talking about how to abuse it, so they changed it. They realized they fucked up the design. And yeah. Yeah, I literally make videos on telling people how to prepare for it. And that shit got changed quick. Damn, I'm surprised Zany's still up. Isn't it your bedtime, brother? Don't you have work tomorrow? Unless Maplestory should work. Yeah, the blue dot thing is honestly is not with me. I was not even successful in selling carries. Oh, damn, you sleep at 3. Okay, fair. Yeah, I would like see like I made the carry service because people said to do it, and I said okay, fine, I'll do it. And I did some calculations in regards to how much money I would lose out by carrying people. And I just want it back, right? So I put in the base price, and nobody bought it, so I was like, okay, whatever, fuck it, I'm not gonna bother. There's no way I'm gonna make it cheaper because I'll be taking a loss. And that was that. We actually never sold, but they still changed it though. If anything, the carry service hurt EOD more than anybody, like because EOD was selling carries like to a bunch of people. Oh yeah, definitely. No, because I figured nobody's gonna pay me. Like it's just different. And I was right though. Like nobody's gonna pay me. It's funny though. The people who asked me to do it disappear right immediately after I did it. So I think I just got trolled. It's okay though. I definitely got trolled there. Like the people who told me to do it, or just disappeared after. I was stronger than EOD. Not anymore. EOD is way stronger than me now. It's the water class. See now I can't even talk shit about EOD. Back then I could talk shit about him because he's actually like way weaker. But now I can't. He's stronger than me. I can't talk shit. No, some of his characters like 18. It's like 20 mil. I remember seeing a 20 mil character from EOD. No, his bishop was 18 mil when I checked. It was 18 mil. He's probably on like a EXP hyper. If he's on EXP hyper, he's gonna lose a lot of combat power. because it's percentage, right? So his hero, okay, I don't know. Yeah, he's probably switched items. It's probably 20 mil, dude. Because I mean, like, there's so little people doing hard Lotus. Like, he has to get people to carry him, and the carry people is limited, right? So, because he's not contributing. He's getting like 5%, and the entire boss is 100%. So he's gonna have to like get carries, and it's very hard to carry at that level. You're gonna have to find like 30k, 35k, 40k stat people, like, which is like insanely strong to even carry him. And there's not a lot of players like that. So, and what, he has like 8 characters now. So he could probably get like 1 or 2 carries in, and then 6 characters he's gonna have to solo Lotus, right? So he's gonna have to like make adjustments. No, my Casarian's B pod is like kind of ass. Uh, I had a 18 balls damage, 9% attack, 9% attack B pod. I wrote it away. I'm pretty sure you guys remember why I wrote it away. I just had to do it. I have to re-roll that, to gatekeep. Oh, he's too epic? Damn, the other needs to swipe more. Oh, he can wait out. I think they're gonna give us a bonus. I think they're gonna give us B-pot cubes. Like, I truly believe they're gonna give us B-pot cubes after Star Force coupons. I think they're gonna give us Star Force coupons, and then they're gonna give us, after Star Force coupons event, they're gonna give us B-pot coupons. No, it's expensive is because they gave out free black cubes and red cubes. That means they make less money off those black and red now. So in order to help their revenue grow, next time had increased the next time pricing mechanism on B pods. So instead of B pods going down with demand and supply, they made it so that B pod just goes up. So then your stocks goes up. Well, yeah, because B pod is out of reach for a lot of people. It's way too expensive. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I discussed about how the real price mechanism works in like a video from 4 months ago. So no, Star Force isn't too bad. Like, Star Force has always been this kind of number. Um, they haven't make any adjustments to Star Force. Like, you could clearly see they make adjustments to B pop. The last time they made adjustments to Star Force was back in June. That was when I made the video, like, calling them out. But I got ignored because the community didn't care. But because the community didn't care now, they just couldn't do it with other things. So the Star Force was experimental. They was experimenting it to see if the community react to it or like they cared. Because like that's what the Nexon like ideology is. They always try to push the community to test where the line of resistance is at. And if there's no resistance, they're gonna keep pushing. Because there was no resistance when they changed the Star Force to be Nexon pricing, and nobody cared. So now they're doing it to BPOC cubes, and then next they're gonna do it to black cubes. You guys are fucked. Now it's better for me and for people like Ganon and Insanity and Amy, because you guys already enhance your equipment ahead of time. So when they introduce it to black cube, red cube, and make them permanently like 1 million a tab, it helps you guys out. I mean, black cubes push because of like event cubes, so like it's fair. It's a fair push. But they're gonna make more. They're gonna push harder now. They're gonna make it like 4 million taps in the near future. No, Star Force did change a lot. It changed from May to June. When it did change, I made the video. That was like the beginning of the end. Yeah, it's like because people got money from weekly balls, and then they spend that money on enhancing. So like that's why price starts going up at that point. But before that, people run out of money, so like it's the cheapest on Saturday, Friday.
Situation.
Star Force went up for items like aquatic, which is not possible for like a low level item like aquatic to have a 100k Star Force. That's not possible. Like that's actually not possible, guys. It's that's like 100% rig, right? Because it's you cannot just jump up that high from 5, 10k Star Force without demand, right? The actual mechanism for dynamic pricing is that it's based on supply and demand. But there was no demand for aquatic eye accessory in Star Force. That should just went up because it was so it became Nexon pricing. But yeah, yeah, Dominator is what like a 1 or 2 million a tap on 15 Star Force or higher. Man, I remember like that shit was stuck on 15 stars. I tried to get it to 17. I swiped 40 million. Didn't fucking made it. And I was sad. Uh, I swiped, and that's why I'm negative. I'm trying to withdraw some back, and then try to break even again. I'm back to break even. The goal to break even. I got unlucky, right? Honestly, I got unlucky. That was way above average. But sometimes it happens. Now the reason why I got unlucky was because a couple, like 1 or 2 weeks earlier, I was lucky with like other items. So you just average out. Average out. You always average out. Yeah, you just kind of had to complain, dude. Alright, I think I got all the bosses. Yep. Alright, let me finish this and I'm out. Need a break. Probably enhanced luck set tonight. Pretty tired. Losing viewers now because the the C audience is going to sleep. So we could do it. We could do the enhanced when people are up. Wait, the fuck. Wrong account. Got logged out. Yeah, that's a lot of. That's not a lot of people online. Did they even give out the chair for the last event? You know, from the ancient artifact. I don't even remember. I don't know if I actually got the chair or not, because I don't think they ever sent it out. Not that I care though. Oh man, I can't. Can I even buy it? Oh wait. Oh, Amy already bought it. Crimson Cream Pears. Yeah, I need to do Crimson Cream and Pear. All right, but let me go on 6 path, and then what am I doing? These are all decks already. I guess I try to go for unique. I mean, try to get epic. I guess. Let's fucking go. Oh shit, boys, boys, we did it. All right, you know, a couple more rows. Get 6% and we stop. No, that's defense. That's 3%. All right, 6%. All right, all right, all right. The chair randomly drops from the pumpkins. You get a window telling you to congratulate you, and then that's when you know you got it. All right, I'm not gonna do the cape because I still have a couple more green red cubes I could buy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear the rest of the CRA, I guess. Yeah. I had 2 CRA I didn't do. Yep. All right, Queen and Clown. So let me go solo that. You guys can watch me solo using a stat inflated Corsair. Right, this is a fake Corsair, stat inflated. Gotta save pots, man. Yeah, like I don't even the Fiesta chair. I didn't even get it. Like the pink one, I didn't get it because I didn't want to do the event. I didn't know what the event after that. I didn't get it either because it wasn't worth my time. It's like because SPT is not even worth anything. So I just I don't do those. Now, if it was tradable, I probably still wouldn't do it. I just buy it off it Indonesian. But if it had like an account achievement or like a point system or something, I'll go get it. Because you'd never know what these achievements can ever be worth. Like, because you don't know what's the worth in like achievements. But for like these SBTs, it's like, it doesn't worth anything. Yeah, yeah, I skipped both of them. Well, whoever got it, you gotta give them respect for actually going through it. Alright, this is the worst part I hate. Alright, this is the hard part now. I'm gonna try it. Clear it here. I'm not gonna make it. Nah, fuck. I should have played it safer. Yeah, and that thing died. Rip. Alright, I screwed up there. Nah, I rather like targets them both because it's easier to clear it. Because single target is very hard at the last stage. Like you're gonna need to chip it down. I got greedy there. And also because I misplayed it because there was a bad position. I should get it to like 1%. One more shot. Oh, it killed. It died. Oh fuck! I didn't know it does 1%. Oh well. Man, I'm a fucking clown. I'm a clown doing clown. Isn't that like music? Oh, that killed it again. Oh fuck me. Man, I'm trolling. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna have to reform. But it's okay. It's not like it went to the other one anyway. It doesn't do that much. It's the reason why it did that much was because I had the debuff stack. So the brain scrambler randomly like hits 20 50% more damage if you had like certain buff on, and that thing is like has like a cooldown. Oh wow, that killed me. Shit, I'm fucked. I could use this chance to chip it down, I guess. And then two more suicide. Oh, that wow, that killed me. Oh wow, that failed. That thing never showed up. I lagged. All right, I guess gonna have to try it again. See, guys, sometimes you're just bad at the game, like me. This is why you play Paladin, guys. When you're bad at the game, just play Paladin. What skill to float? It's this skill. This thing floats. It's your first skill. They're on your first skill. Not first skill, second skill. Get rid of this, and then get rid of this. Rebuff. Nah, I don't like using backshot. It's very hard for me to use. It's just a personal preference thing. Because I play classes without backshot, and I don't want to get used to it. Because if you rely on backshot and you play other classes without it, it just makes you worse. And this also a delay for me because I am very far away from the server, so I just don't use it. You just don't put yourself into that situation. I mean, as a player, I just don't want to use it because you're just gonna rely on it in the future, and that's really bad because I don't main characters that use it. You don't want to get into that habit. Like habit is very hard to break out of. Now, if you main like what bowmasters classes like that, definitely use it because that's your main. But I'm not gonna ever main these classes. Like even Corsair, I don't plan on playing this in the future. Right? This is just like a temporary stopgap. So there's no point for me to learn it because I'm not gonna be using it anyway. Just having one jump skill on your keyboard is enough for me. I don't want to use two jump skills. Dual Blade is strong in Web 2. I don't know if it's strong in our version. Are you sure it's not like a Chinese version of Aaron? Listen, dude, the Chinese knows about the Brazilians. They trying to copy, I guess. Listen, dude, when you're down bad, that's when the people start scamming people. Like Chinese is like worse than Brazilian scams. Like the Chinese is scamming pack training skills. Like Of all the shit skills you could scam, like Pat's training skill, like what the fuck? My Chinese friends still don't believe me what Pat training does. They truly believe if you get Pat training skill, in the future you will get crit damage Pat buff. Like they actually believe it. They seriously like, I swear. Like, I told them that's fake. That's fake news. They don't believe me, but you know what can I do? They have money. Yeah, crit damage. Some Chinese made like graphics showing that just like a infographics. Anybody with Photoshop can do, like saying that um, pet training skill is you could train your pet to have passive buffs, and one of the buffs you get from it is crit damage. However, it's random. So when the content comes out, you want all the pet training buffs, so you can roll for it. Like, and the fucking Chinese believed it. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, how fucking retarded are you? And the people scam money. Like, they started selling that shit for 10 million each, and it fucking worked. And the Chinese are happy to like hold it because for them it's like, alright, we want crit damage. Yeah, I mean, like, worst case scenario, a BR told you to buy Aaron, and you buy a 1 million Zigum pole arm, whatever. It's just only 1 million. But brother, you'd be spending 20 million on pet training skill pet. Then you're down 10 million, 20 million. Like, you're down bad. And, at least you could still sell the Aaron pole arm back for like 400k, 500k. It's not too bad. But pet training, you're not unless you find another Chinese who spoke the language. Nobody's gonna believe you that pet training gives you crit damage. It's only like spreading in the Chinese community. It became like a cult-like following. It's crazy. Yeah, you don't want to be like in the Chinese scams. Like that shit scams your bank. Cause the Chinese is not gonna get up and scam you for like 10 NXPC, which is like fucking $3. Like the Chinese not gonna put effort into that. That's way too little money for them. However, they're gonna put in more effort for like $30, $100 scams, easy. I'm not sure what you mean by what gear. I have no idea what your question means. No, pet training makes your pet jump up and down the platforms, but the range is very very fuck. I fucked up the left and right. The range is very short. Like currently in our maps, like you don't, there isn't any that requires you to do it. That has enough like room for your pet to pull it off. But like in fifth job, the platforms are a lot like closer to each other, so the distance is enough for your pet to like jump up and down to grab Nisos, and that's what it does. Like you're not gonna able to notice it in our version unless you find a specific map in like Mulong. The Mulong area has like maps like that, but in a lot of maps, like the platform is way too big to see it. One, two, shoot it two more time. All right, that should be enough. I'm not gonna touch that ever again. Probably should heal it a couple times, but whatever. All right, I can't touch the red one. That red one's gonna die. Let me mark the blue one so I don't shoot it. I mean, it does work. It's just the range is very short, so you don't notice it. But you could test it. You could test it by going to a map with like two platforms next to each other, like in this kind of distance, and you can see it. Healed it. Alright, no, it's too late. It's too late. I got suicide at the next wave. I got suicide here. Alright, boys, this is a clear, I'm pretty sure. Holy shit, took 15 minutes to set it up. This toxic ass balls. That's the thing though, if you have bad RNG here, you're just stuck here for a long time. I think what the last point took like 3 minutes, 4 minutes to wait for the pet, the hat switch. Toxic ass balls, man. Madness is alright for me. I do good enough damage to do Magnus. Then that killed me. I'm gonna restart. I need all the lives I can get. What are you talking about, brother? You do more damage than me. You need to like play better, dude. Yeah, there's no issue. There's no problem with your damage. You just need to play better. Oh fuck! I can't even buy pots. I'm IP locked. The Amy IP locked this. Oh wait, no, I could buy bots. Oh, nice, 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 nice. All right, we're good. Never mind. I could do this Crimson Queen and then buy red cubes and then we go back and cube this. Bro, just save your 1 minute Gamo for the 25% range. You know, at 100% you use the 2 minute one, the 2 minute cooldown one, and then at 75% you shut it off so you have the cooldown ready. And then, you know, by 25% the cooldown should be up. And then that's when you use that thing at 25%. And then after that you just stay dead for 8 minutes. You know, in theory that's like what, 12 deaths. But 12 deaths you should have the cooldown up. And then you finished it. That's just like that. Right? Yeah. So, you know, in theory you shouldn't die by 75%. And then by 75% to 25%, you need to aim to do it in 2 lives. If you do it in 2 lives, then it's a guaranteed clear. Because by 25%, you use the 1 minute special. And then with your stats, you're definitely gonna do like 10%, at minimum 10% with your stats. Um, yeah, and then that thing goes on cooldown for 8 minutes. You should have what, 10, 12 lives. Let's say you have 10 lives. You stay dead. And each life is literally 45 seconds. Maybe 40 seconds if you like instantly die. If you instantly die, you know, 40 seconds. Which is whatever. Am I don't think I'm potting fast enough. Whatever. Um, and then yeah, you know, you just stay dead for the rest. And it will naturally reset with 10 lives. I mean, there's gonna be like a 1 or 2%. Oh fuck. There's gonna be like 1 or 2% that cooldown difference. I mean, a 1 or 2 minute, like it will be out of cooldown. But you know, with 10 lives, is this for sure you can live 2 minutes in 10 lives. You know, that's like what, like 10 seconds each lives, more or less. I'm pretty sure you can live that. I'm pretty sure you could do alone. There's no way you cannot. It doesn't make sense. Anywhere between December and February. They haven't given a date. Oh wow, that actually got me in. I figured it wouldn't do it, but I guess I was very close in the bad spot to the circle. Oh man, I don't know if I can do it now. I don't think I have enough lives. Oh, that killed me. No. Yeah, I'm fucked, dude. I should have used elixirs. So all my death was because I was too cheap to buy elixirs. You know, if I fail this, I'm gonna go buy elixirs. I'm being too cheap with my honor points. That's my problem. Too greedy. Yeah, there's no way I could get that much defense, dude. Oh, fuck, I'm dead. Oh, wait, no, I'm alive. Oh, I couldn't kill it. Very close. If I shoot this, I die, boys. But I shot it first. Alright, we got all the balls in. Let's buy the red cubes and then we'll be done. Man, I still gotta do daily balls on this. Fuck. So many things to do, man. Wait, wrong shop. There we go. Yeah, yeah, I know. I just realized wrong shop. I was very confused right there. Oh, I should have moved this pants. I don't need this pants anymore. Set it back for base price. Okay. I don't think Angelic Buster is coming anytime soon. I think it's probably coming like next fall, next summer. Alright, we already got Dex, Dex. Alright, it's the cape, I guess. Okay, let's see. Then two blacks. Oh shit, let's go, boys. Let's go. Nice strength though. Unfortunately, I'm Corsair. But we take this one now. I think we got everything epic. Yeah, let's go everything epic. Man, this character was stuck on uh rare for the longest time. Like it was stuck on rare for 3 weeks. And now we finally did it. We got two in. Doing pretty good. Now I'm motivated to do my daily boss. And then I could do 1,000 mob kills. And then I could actually go outside. Damn. It's been a long day. Oh no, I made a video saying I'm taking a break, and then all of a sudden my RNG got better. Surprise, surprise! All my RNG became better. Perhaps they did. I mean, it's not just this water, right? It was my main water's RNG also got better, right? So the main water got 2 boss billion wins on Magnus, and then it got unique again finally on Absolab after like what 3 months. So it definitely improved. I mean, like it was below average, but it's still within 3 standard deviations. So it's not a conclusive evidence that they rigged it, right? Because as long as you're within 3 standard deviations, there's no conclusive evidence. Yeah, unfortunately, based on the sample size of my failures in a row, it's still within the standard deviations. That's why, like, but it raised some questions, but but it's not a conclusive. Well, that's why you should take math class, brother. It helps to know if you're getting rigged or not. I mean, standard deviation, you just think of it as like how, you have a bunch of people. You have me, who's very unlucky, and then you have Kaito, who's very lucky. Then you have Insanity, who's just above average lucky, not very lucky, just above average. And then you have people like Bushi, super lucky, and then you have Amy, slightly unlucky. And all of these people combined, you have an average success rate of the advertised success rate, which is, the probability shown on website. And then you have the variation between how many, like most people is going to become average, like a non. And depending on how far you're away from Ganon, either on the lucky side or on the unlucky side, that's the standard deviations. So yes, it is variations. He cracked 4 times. That's because I got his HP down to 40-60%. So he needs to crack. So it loads up. It's a bat loaded. So you gotta pay back the HP difference. Now I didn't want to try to do. Yeah, no. So like if you one shot him from 100% to 20%, he's gonna do it 5 times in a row. Now you could revive and try to like get another attack in, and which is usually the strategy to do it before he pops it off. But you could tell if he's going to spam it in a row or he's gonna like do more standard attacks. So that's why you see me revive twice. But then I realized he's not gonna do standard attack. He's just gonna keep spamming. So I stay dead because if I don't stay dead, I'm gonna run out of lives. No, I could crack 5 times, 5 times in a row. Because it's twice at 20% and then once at every 20%. The last 20 he does twice. And then everything before that is once. So if you add it up, that's 5 times in a row. If you do enough damage. Which I did. So he was gonna crack. And I already like died twice, so I'm not gonna like take the chance and just stay dead. You always take the chance on the first two, because usually it's like takes time for him to queue up the attack. Oh, it's percent base. You know, slow down and he does less. Or you could, you know, speed up and do it faster. But he queued up the attacks, right? Depending on where he queues up, he's gonna... Wait, I think I entered the wrong one. Depending on when he does the Q, he would do crack and then basic attack, right? Or he does all cracks. You're just gonna have to take a guess. And you have 5 lives, so it's okay. If you're wrong, you're just dead. But if you know if you're right, you could kill him before he does it. So always take the gamble. It can save you a couple seconds. Now if you're wrong like 2 times, 3 times, then just stay dead. Wait it out. No, it's the same mechanic on both versions. It's just HP. I mean, with your power, you one-shot easy anyway, so it's not like he gets to crack out easy. No, I just told you, he queues up that attack. Depending on when he queues up that attack, or when you did it, it's 5 times in a row. If you get him to 20% HP, for 100. Yeah, get him from 100 to 20%. He will do it 5 times in a row. Haven't collect my shit. It's 2.8 million. Bunch of coins. Sure, good night, brother. Have a good one. Wait, I wasn't supposed to use Zigum. Fuck. Wasted like 30 seconds here. This cat doesn't do Zigum. Alright, we're at 13k dex now. Stat inflated. Doesn't have the right stuff. Look at Mintis. Just kidding. It's gonna disappear. It's funny as fuck though. Alright, so that was about 180k per hour. Obviously, I'm a low level, so I get diesel penalties. With 1 to 10, I think you should be able to get there like 220k per hour, around there. And that's why I don't really do boss fuel mobbing because it's not the diesel is not that good. Daily boss is way better in diesels, and that's the reason. All right, I finished all my dailies today, so I'm gonna call this stream a day. It looks like everybody fell asleep anyway. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.